Hello MotoGP fans, welcome back to ZNGP Today. Michele Pirro, Ducati's long-serving test rider, has shared fascinating insights into MotoGP's current landscape, from Ducati's dominance to Marc Márquez's unique braking skills. In an exclusive interview with Motosan, the Italian also reflected on his remarkable journey as a test rider and the evolution of Ducati's success. Pedro Acosta, the young KTM sensation, recently shared insights into his journey and ambitions during an interview with UCAM's podcast A Coffee With. From his humble beginnings in Mazarrón to his bold aspirations for MotoGP glory, Acosta opened up about the challenges, pressures, and rewards of life as a professional rider. Jorge Martin, the newly crowned MotoGP world champion, recently opened up about his journey with Ducati and his mixed emotions about leaving the team. After securing the title with Pramac Racing, Martin reflected on his time with the Italian brand, his missed opportunity with the official team, and his plans for the future. Michele Pirro has been Ducati's trusted test rider for over 12 years, clocking an astonishing 260,000 kilometers in his role. Joining Ducati before Gigi Dall'Igna's arrival, Pirro has been a key figure in transforming Ducati's MotoGP fortunes. When I started in 2012, it was a very difficult time. The first 5 to 6 years were hard work. We didn't have multiple testers like other manufacturers. It was just me. But that persistence built the foundation for where we are now. Quote from Michele Pirro. Pirro credits Ducati's success to its methodical approach, emphasizing that their 8-bike grid presence is not just about numbers but about strategic trust built with satellite teams. As a test rider, Pirro has access to data from all Ducati riders, which allows him to observe the nuances in their riding styles. He highlighted how reigning champion Pecco Bagnaya's strengths in braking have influenced Jorge Martin, while Marc Márquez remains a standout in specific areas. While praising Martin's talent, Pirro expressed regret about losing him to another team in 2025. Pecco's braking has always been a strong point. Martin studied him and improved a lot this year. But Márquez's braking, especially on left-hand corners, is incredible. The difference between his left and right sides is huge, but his body doesn't always cooperate. Martin is a beast. Seeing him and Pecco together was exciting. It's a shame the World Championship title can't be shared. Pirro also shared his thoughts on some of MotoGP's rising and established stars, including Pedro Acosta. I'd love to see him at Ducati. Winning 2 World Championships in 3 years shows he's made for success. He's the kind of rider who just keeps winning. Quote from Pirro on Pedro Acosta. As Ducati prepares for the 2025 and even 2027 bikes, Pirro emphasized the importance of finding the right test rider to carry on his work. The profile of a test rider isn't just about talent. It's about working for the team, not yourself. Riders like Casey Stoner had incredible skill, but being a test rider requires a different mentality. Michele Pirro's insights highlight Ducati's meticulous approach to MotoGP, the influence of its star riders, and the challenges ahead. As Ducati continues to push boundaries, Pirro's legacy as a key contributor remains undeniable. The 2025 season is shaping up to be another fascinating chapter in MotoGP's evolution. Defining himself as a normal kid from Mazarrón who did well at riding a motorcycle, Acosta reflected on how motorcycling shaped his life. He described it as more than just a career. Acosta also discussed fame and how he has managed to stay grounded. In the end, motorcycling has become a lifestyle. I have been training every week since I was 5 years old. It's a job, but if you start calling it a job, it loses its charm. It's very easy for fame to go to your head. But staying close to home and not leaving my region has helped keep me grounded. Quote from Pedro Acosta. When asked about the support system that has been key to his career, Acosta emphasized the pivotal role of manufacturers. Reflecting on his early struggles, Acosta shared how determination transformed his fortunes. "I would put the factories as the main support, those who trusted a 14-year-old boy who didn't even have anywhere to race. I was very bad, very, very bad. But with perseverance, these things happen. Mistakes ultimately make you who you are." Acosta touched on the inherent risks of motorcycling, acknowledging the dangers while celebrating the thrill of the sport. He also addressed the mental and physical challenges of being a professional athlete. "I think the beauty of this sport is risking your life. If you're not willing to stay there that day, it's not worth racing. Many times professional sport is not healthy, physically or mentally. You fight for a goal all your life, but if you don't win a MotoGP World Championship, it's like you've been left halfway." Entering MotoGP, Acosta said he benefited from consistency in his team environment, which helped him manage pressure. He also reflected on the season's early testing and highlighted circuits where he aims to excel. Acosta acknowledged mechanical challenges during testing but remained optimistic about the season ahead. "As red circuits, I would put Thailand, Qatar, America, or Jerez. If we find that consistency, we can be at the front. It was very difficult to understand having the same mechanical problem for months, but in general, the tests went well. Changing teams and people was good for me," Acosta concluded. Pedro Acosta's determination and perspective reflect the mindset of a champion in the making. As the MotoGP season looms, the young rider remains focused on turning his dreams into reality. With his eyes on the World Championship, the next chapter in Acosta's journey promises to be just as thrilling as the last. Jorge Martin made history just a month ago by becoming MotoGP World Champion, the first rider to do so with a satellite team. However, despite his success, Martin's relationship with Ducati has been complicated. Last year, he vied for a spot on the official team but lost out to Enea Bastianini. This year, despite leading the standings, Ducati chose Marc Márquez as Pecco Bagnaia's 2024 teammate. Martin's response was swift. He signed with Aprilia, where he will defend his title next season wearing the coveted number 1. Martin has spent his entire MotoGP career with Ducati, starting with their satellite team in 2019. His talent shone early, taking pole position and a podium in only his second race in Doha. Reflecting on Ducati's approach, Martin praised their strategy of nurturing young talent. He also credited Ducati for their groundbreaking work in bike development. "Signing young riders who don't have manias about other bikes or years, who have a free mind to learn from Ducati, has been key. Ducati has been the architects of aerodynamics and strange designs that appeared in the tests. If you want to be the fastest, you have to use all areas." Quote from Jorge Martin. Martin highlighted Ducati's transformation over the past 5 years, particularly in aerodynamics. Since 2018, the bike Lorenzo and Dovizioso had, what has changed the most has been the aerodynamics. Maybe the engine a bit, but the chassis is 98% the same. They found the key. While he praised Ducati's technical advancements, his departure from the team left a bittersweet taste. Martin did not hold back when addressing Ducati's decision to overlook him for the factory team. Despite his frustrations, Martin expressed gratitude for the opportunities Ducati provided. Martin admitted disappointment at not closing the circle with the factory team but acknowledged the mutual success of their partnership. "I really didn't like the way they treated me, that's clear. It was a strange moment, something I hadn't experienced before. It's a different strategy, also risky. I will always be grateful to Ducati. They gave me the opportunity to make the jump to MotoGP, to fight for the World Championship, to win races. We didn't end in the best way because I didn't go to the official team. But they gave me the weapons to win, and I gave them good results. It was a win/win, as they say," Martin concluded. Jorge Martin's journey with Ducati may have ended, but it was a partnership marked by mutual growth and success. As he transitions to Aprilia, the world champion looks forward to a new chapter while reflecting on the highs and lows of his time with the Italian brand. Fans eagerly anticipate what Martin will achieve next in MotoGP. Thanks for watching ZNGP Today, and this is your MotoGP news update. See you in the next video.